when you came to joining season 2 and reacclimating with your cast, was there like a transition process? Was it just easier to slip into the character? Like, how did you get back into the flow for this season?
You've had season 1 to kick the tires, you've stretched, you're ready, you're match fit, and now you can start exploring much deeper storylines, more complicated, sophisticated character emotional stuff, and there's the stakes are higher, I think, the hospital setting allows for that to happen pretty effortlessly. It's not like you have to shoehorn in high stakes in a setting where there ordinarily may not have been.
Alex, most importantly, she's just got better boundaries with other people than she had in the first season. She's more able to say no to things. She's like able to keep less on her plate. She doesn't have great boundaries when it comes to others. When it comes to others, she's like, but wouldn't it just be easier if you just let me figure that out for you? And we just did it my way, But yeah, that's really her, I think, journey in the second season is just sort of continuing down that path of like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be the type of wife I want to be, the type of mother I want to be, and the type of nurse that I know I can be while also staying sane? And the good news is that she doesn't always stay sane. We get to see her completely lose it in a couple episodes, and that's always fun.
Yeah, I do think there's a unique quality to Bruce, and I think, yes, you're right. His path to redemption is probably through hitting rock bottom at some point. And the good thing for me is that I think he's far from rock bottom. There is a lot more insanity to explore before he is fully humbled. But yes, this is season 2 is certainly an opportunity to see that road begin for him. And I think he's a different Bruce at the start of the season, and I think he's a much different Bruce at the end of it. So that's a lot of fun and for an actor to explore.
During the the Tagalog speaking episodes in the last season, I was just like, man, they really nailed it. And for the Hawaiian side, I wonder, did you get to work as like cultural consultant in any way to kind of punch up jokes and stuff?
No, but I'm going to pitch that for any future seasons. And I think we need to research it by going there personally,
better.
the whole cast and crew. So that's hopefully for another season. But it's great when, Allison plays it so well for those people who go to Hawaii and come back and just are like in that dream state, trying to remember it, keep it with them.
Yeah, there was a line that like made me bust up laughing. It was something like white people love a sea turtle. And that was
the writers are amazing.
Yeah, the circumstances that the patients bring into the hospital, like Draymond Green getting struck by lightning, or like the gender reveal stuff, and it just makes for all these like funny circumstances. But as a writer yourself, have you ever pitched like situations that for episodes that might be ripe for the picking?
St. Denis, it's a real opportunity to kick back, and I never have to add anything or whatever. I sometimes will add a thing or here or there and see if they want it or not, but like I never feel any like pressure or temptation to add stuff because what we get is like so good and so funny from the writers. But I don't know, they're a bunch of funny, cool people, and they have fun writing, so it seems like a cool time. But yeah, no, I people ask me sometimes, like, would you ever like pitch something or write for the show? And I always think that's funny because it's like, that is so not up to me.
Season 4 will be comfortable pitching cold open.
Exactly. Yeah.
In your St. Denis Medical cameo wish list, like who are some actors you'd love to kind of bring into this world?
Christian Bale, Daniel Day-Lewis, Meryl Streep. I mean, if they're not busy, pop on by. No, look, I think we've been, it's a bit of a pat on the back when you get some of these actors who agree to turn up and do a guest spot. Because you're like, wow, I mean, honestly, some of them are real heavy hitters, and it must be because there's a bit of goodwill for the show out there, and we're just so excited when we see these guest actors come in and get to play with us. It adds a completely different flavor to the dish, and yeah, it's just so fun to get to work with new actors every week. And NBC have been amazing in sort of exploring connections within the NBC universe as well, and that's been quite cool to feel like you're all playing in this big NBC sandpit, or sandlot, as you Americans say. But yeah, it's been great. We've had some amazing guest actors this season. I've seen some familiar faces, some people I've worked with before. Kyle Bornheimer, who was in the first season, but Kyle and I had worked together before. I'd worked with Lauren before, and then some new faces. Like you said, Draymond Green, amazing.
Yeah.
It was so cool when he was on set, and so I'm really looking forward to whoever else we can convince to do the show in season 3.